Well, no, it's not Monday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Prime Week. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. I always join a few minutes early. You may notice that with our videos here lately. There's more and more places that you can see what's going on here at Life Pro, and we just need a few minutes to let all the technology behind the end sink. So I thank you for your patience. My daughter colored an amazing sign with some Life Pro colors. It is Prime Week. I say Prime Week because there are different deals to discuss between Life Pro, the main site, and Life Pro on Amazon. And for those of you joining us in other parts of the world, Amazon's got a little bit more of a global reach than some of the stuff that you can get in the USA. So to start off, before I start talking deals and what the deals are and answer questions, the links to each Amazon, there may be more. I'm sure that there's other Amazon selling points for Life Pro, but I've put the main links for the USA, into Canada, and for the UK. And the first link that I've dropped is Life Pro's direct website. The reason I say Life Pro's direct website is if you are in the USA, you of course can shop with them directly online and have it shipped often as quickly as Amazon. And a lot of times, just with the way things are sold online, you can maybe see something on their site that you don't see on Amazon, or you see something that you have to have on Amazon. And there's a whole big long explanation, but between inventory and shipping and receiving and just different places where you as the consumer are buying things, I recommend, because today is Prime Day and tomorrow is Prime Day, but with Life Pro Direct, the supplier, the guys doing the good work, check their site as well. There is an amazing promotion running for the week, up to 47% off, plus a free gift. And I have just been inundated this morning in my groups and from some of you in the VIP groups as well, as to, Debbie, should I get this? I'm thinking I want this vibration plate. Should I get that roller? So I wanted to go over a couple of different, there's always what I have as an opinion, because I always have one. But when I looked at the deals, a lot of them I found out about, like you this morning. I looked online and saw, wow, that's actually a really good deal for that. Or, oh my goodness, that's a great deal for that. So don't allow yourself to get overwhelmed. You do have some time. You don't have all the time in the world. The risk you run today, if you hum and haw over the next few days, is inventory levels. So if you've been keeping an eye on something, or you've had it in the shop cart for a while and you're waiting, well, maybe next month it'll be better. It could be a situation where it's an out of stock. And I've seen that with a few of the things I was going to talk about today. So I quickly revised. So in the comments, as I said, there's a link to all of these sale collections for Life Pro. With Life Pro Direct, it's up to 47% off. A question I want to clarify, because I got it from a few of you this morning, that they got an extra 20% off. Yes, extra 20% off. So when you go onto Life Pro's site, items are anywhere from, let's say 15 to 25, 27% off. When you go through to the till there's a rebate or a cash back option that's being given to you. And that's directly through Life Pro, the company. That's not anything to do with Life Pro on Amazon, and it's certainly not per country. So certainly check with them directly online. A couple of you bit the bullet on this beauty this morning. My feet are resting on my first thing I want to bring some attention to, which is the Rumblex Plus vibration plate 4D model. Why is this Debbie's favorite plate? Couple of different reasons. I do a lot of different applications as a vibration training coach, and I have all different sizes and shapes of users, and I need equipment that is kind of fits every body and every purpose I hope to apply it to. So the Rumblex, I deal with a lot of special needs. I deal with a lot of chronic issues. So to me, functional is important when you're walking across the floor. Hopefully it's a flat surface. I prefer, for chronic issues, a flat surface. The curve, it's going to present a little bit more challenge. Not to say you shouldn't buy one, but understand you're going to be challenged a little bit more. certainly in the legs. For those of you that are looking for a bit more fitness, you may want to consider a curved model. But this was on a deal on both Amazon and on Life Pro, the main site. Because I'm based in Canada, all the prices come up to me as Canadians. So compare on your end and see which is the better way to go. If you are looking for a plate with all the features, you've got a dedicated space. It does have wheels. It's the lightest of the Rumblex models. Actually, the Max is a little bit lighter. So if you're looking for a good all-around flat surface machine, the Plus is my first recommendation. The Max would be my second recommendation. And you're going to be happy with either plate. They have Restream just rebooted me, so I am restarting. If this doesn't come through, I'm just trying. Hello, I'm coming back, guys. Sorry for the delay there. Okay, hang on. I think I'm on the right camera. There. Ever so sorry, guys. I was having some technical issues this weekend, but I was good yesterday. There. Okay, so I look live. My apologies for the cut. So we're going to have two chunks in this video. Okay, so my ramble, as I was going off, was more related to vibration plates. And my recommendation as far as today's deals, I recommend you compare between Amazon and from Life Pro directly, especially if you're in the US, and see what works out to be the better deal for you. I also noticed the Mini was on a fabulous deal as well. So if you're looking for something a little more compact, something you want a little bit more portability, maybe consider the Mini. A smaller plate, I wouldn't be doing 150-pound dumbbell workouts on it, but the Mini or any of the new Hex plates are good little compact models, better to complement your main machine. Perhaps you're looking, and a lot of times there's such a good deal today. I know it's to some of you think second plate, but many of my clients that are using vibration plates for things like symptom management, or maybe you just travel lots, or maybe you're at the office lots, some of the more compact models are so affordable today. It kind of makes sense to just add them to your arsenal, especially if you're using your regular plate on a regular basis. So the next thing I want to move on to is some of the light therapy deals out there. And I actually saw this on another page. Thank you, Nita. This is one of my fave. I have my actual light on loan with a dog owner right now that's dealing with some arthritic hips. So light therapy is a huge thing to consider, especially this time of year, depending on where you're located. It's getting a little chillier, snow starting to set in anytime here where I'm at. This is the BioHeal, the smaller panel, particularly on Amazon. This one was on 52% off today. I put the link on how to access Amazon below there. I have the larger panel, and I use this in a number of ways. But I'm very much a set it and forget it type of person. So I have a large hook pulley system set up on my wall. so that when I'm doing my vibration plate, I can cast the red light upon myself and maximize the time and the effort that I'm putting forth. I'm a busy mom. I got to make the most out of my time. So I love using the panels in a situation where, you don't want to have to put on a wearable. Perhaps you're a care provider and you don't want to physically administer the treatment. You just want to add it as a complement. Same goes if you do have a dedicated space at home where you've got a gym or maybe, somewhere besides the sofa at the end of the day. These panels are fantastic for hanging on the wall. The smaller one has a little kickstand on the back, kind of like a picture frame, so you could set it on a side table. If you're caring for someone that lacks mobility and sometimes it's cumbersome to, sometimes it's hard to put your bra on when you don't have the range of motion and flexibility. So the more that you can set it and forget it, those type of technologies are fantastic for those type of purposes. So this was the best deal I saw as far as red light today, was that panel on Amazon. And I don't know, these things may be changing over the course of the week. So of course, do compare with Life Pro Direct. But a lot of the folks in my group were very excited to see that. Also, and this leads into my little bit of information is important as well. The Lumicures, if you haven't seen the torches, they're Beatty, they're pocket sized. There's a number of sizes and features. Life Pro's got some pretty good selection on these, but this is the Pro. So take a close look at that boy. This is nice and compact. There's an extra lithium battery. So if you're at the office and you plan on using this lots, there's a battery in this. There's a battery here. It looks like a AAA on steroids. Or a AA on steroids. There's a charger for the lithium batteries. And then there's, of course, safety goggles. And, little cleaning rag for the goggles. Okay, so and there's actually, if you just want to take this with you, maybe you're going on a bike ride or something and you just want to there's a little carrying pouch if you just wanted to do that on its own. So what would be the difference between something like a panel and, the torch? Different applications. I wish there was one device, one vibration plate, one red light tool that's good for every application. The biggest difference with the torches and some of the more compact devices is the treatment time. So look at the treatment time on things like the panels, your saunas. I love it. The little light bulb, the Infraglow. It's so fabulous for hands-free and just clipping it wherever you need to go. Is the treatment times tend to be 5 to 30 minutes. With the torch, with the smaller, the compact ones, these ones came out quite recently as well. So the Lumicure, the minis, okay, any of these torch devices, and there's a whole bunch of different ones. So you got to look at the features, what's important to you. Some of them are on a better deal because it's an inventory situation. So again, compare. But what's nice about the torches is with the shorter treatment times, these are really good for that acute or, really intense chronic pain. So you're at the office, the knuckle flares up, you got a presentation in 5 minutes. You don't have 5 to 30 minutes to slip into your bigger product. These are more what I would consider a higher intensity. Higher intensity means less treatment time required. Now, these aren't going to be as ideal, for longer term things like, sweating it out for half an hour because we're trying to build, the metabolism up and lose some weight. Relaxation, it takes a little bit of time to get into certain treatments. So the torches are an ideal complement if you're using red light already, or if you're looking for something on the go, especially if you have flare-ups. Red light is known for reducing inflammation, managing pain, it boosts mitochondria function. So, these are awesome tools to have with you. They're going to get the job done. You can stick it back in your purse, in your briefcase, and you're good to go. These longer treatment times are lower intensity, obviously ideal to go with your longer treatment times. So I just wanted to kind of clarify on that one. Okay. I'm going to jump back a little bit to the Infraglow. This I saw, it's a really good deal both on Amazon and on Life Pro Direct. Why is my box empty? I've played with a lot of the red light devices. I used to incorporate and import commercial versions long before Life Pro and Amazon existed. And what I have found with certain products, again, it's how you're using it. I do a lot of in-home visiting and helping long-term clients and family members of mine. And sometimes I've got to try a few different tools to see not only, what I think is always the best thing for a situation isn't always what somebody else prefers to use. What I love about the Infraglow, although it doesn't have nearly the amount of coverage or bulbs, obviously, the diodes as the panel, but this is almost a portable version of this, if you will. And if you're dealing with neuropathy, I was in a situation with my mom where she had a really bad diabetic toe, and we needed to get some circulation. And I wasn't certain. We were using the vibration plate, and we're doing a few different things. What we did with this light, because of where she was sitting, is we just clipped it right on a bookshelf, and she could just turn the switch on and off. And so it was convenient for her to use. Whereas initially I thought, oh, we need the bigger the better. In a dream world, we're using both. So there's ways you can combine your red light therapies. And if you haven't considered a smaller unit, or you have a smaller unit and you can't understand why you might want to upgrade, combining the tools that you already have to treat larger surface area, to expedite the amount of time that you have to spend doing treatments, or maybe it's, you and your daughter, or you and your hubby are sitting down and you're doing a treatment together. So there's all kinds of ways you can incorporate these. But these were the two big deals that stood out to me today. And if you've been considering the torch, you do want something more compact. A number of these have both infrared and red light. Some of them have additional colors if you're looking at the face masks and some of those. The face masks were an awesome deal as well today. I couldn't do everything, or I'd keep you here all day. So moving on, still within the light therapy realm, every time I do Deb's top picks, or what's my favorite, my boxes get destroyed because this one is always set up. Always set up. I was into infrared saunas long before anything like this ever existed, and you'd have to come to my studio and open the door and sit down, and that's on a really good deal as well. All of Life Pro sauna products, you should take a look. It's that time of year if you've been considering. What I love about the Bio Remedy is it's convenient. It's convenient for more users to use. It's kind of like just slipping into a sleeping bag liner. If maybe you don't need those in your parts of the world, but we have sleeping bag liners. It's so cold here in the summer sometimes. The Bio Remedy has armholes, and what my biggest experience with saunas, people always would say to me, oh, I have heat issues, or for those that maybe didn't, love it right away. But over time, I realized that maybe it wasn't as much a heat thing as a claustrophobia thing. So if the box sauna or the dome, or, getting into something where you feel enclosed is not your level of comfort, the armholes and the fact that your head can be stuck out while you're doing your treatment just completely changes the experience. And the beauty of this, if you're living in some, 300, 400 square foot condo, you typically don't have the room for a big sauna, or maybe, you don't want to pay the power bill on it. So the Bio Remedy is an awesome, awesome option. Once it's cooled down, you simply fold it up, disconnect it, store it away in a convenient location until your next use. And I've used this on anything from the sofa to the recliner to the bed to the floor. I even took it camping just in case I felt like I needed to warm up before I slipped into bed. So it really does address convenience. And if you're dealing with a chronic issue, lacking mobility, strength, those type of things, sometimes going with a lighter product, maybe not as much as an investment as some of the wraps and the other products. But it's a good starting point if you're on a budget. It's just the infrared on the Bio Remedy. If you're considering something maybe a little more on the opposite end of the spectrum, wait. This is pretty awesome. So this would be stepping up. This is the Aliva body. Yes, of course, it's on sale. That's why I'm talking about it today. So the Aliva body is similar to the Bio Remedy, but we're stepping up in capability of features, components, cost as well. This is entirely lined with red lights. There's also an infrared option. So for those of you that have been maybe looking at the dome style sauna, the infrazen, or you're spending money going to some place to use their red light bed. Travel really cuts into the consistency of the self-care time. And what I love about the Aliva body is, again, it could be, you can use it on a bed, you can use it on a sofa surface. I deal with a lot of spasticity, high tone muscles in my cerebral palsy group, and sometimes the physical touch of a masseuse or a vibration, the movement of a vibration plate, or the pressure of a gun it's just too much for certain sensitivities. The red light, the infrared, it wraps you like a warm, sunny day coming through the windshield of your car. I don't know how else to describe it. There's mental health aspects to it, improving, just how you feel and get through your day. So, this is, I've really enjoyed this product. Thank you, Life Pro, for looking so, down through the windshield, not through the rear view mirror, and just finding different ways that your members can incorporate this amazing technology that you had to spend thousands. My first red light device was $25,000 US. So thank you for making these consumer available products, because everybody deserves access to them. Okay, so those are my light therapy loves. There's a lot of different variety and body part specific tools. So if you're dealing with something chronic, maybe you're trying to stimulate hair growth, or you're dealing with back pain, some of the other devices, the Aliva wrap is probably my number one, use it all the time. The infrazen mats, the PEMF devices, they also incorporate infrared heat. So, always when you're selecting these tools and you're running around today freaking out because you don't know what to pick, visualize yourself using them. So if you're thinking about the next one I'm going to talk about, the Norpod, have you ever done a cold plunge? Is it something you've enjoyed in the past? You probably would get more benefit if you had the ability to do it more consistently. So the next recommendation that was coming up on an amazing deal on Life Pro's main site, and it's probably got a deal going as well on Amazon. And there's a couple available, but this is the Norpod. I'm bringing this one up because it is October in Canada, and chances are I don't need to chill the ice anymore this summer. I can just put some snow in mine with a bit of water. So cold plunging has become a huge, I don't want to say trend. It's, we know the benefits of submersing our body in cold temperatures. It's just not always been convenient to do so, other than maybe filling the bathtub or, so this is a really great idea. There's a few different options, models available. So look closely. But this is great for boosting recovery, reducing inflammation. For many of you that are working with personal trainers or on sports teams, you're very aware of the recovery aspects of this. So again, it helps speak to the consistency. The way that all these benefits occur is you using the tools regularly. And there's just so many options here that you can use them at home and stick to the consistency piece. So a couple of other things, if you in the mad rush of tearing open packages as you pick your favorite deals and decide what you're taking home, Life Pro can't make it any easier, guys. From your favorite smart device, make sure that you guys are scanning or contacting and making sure that those warranties are in place. If there's inclusions, the free gift, if there, there's lots of different ways you can buy products online nowadays, and not all the deals are all the same everywhere you go. So make sure that you go through those steps of registering your product. If you're watching me from somewhere other than Facebook, make sure that you become a member of the Life Pro VIP group. There's no better source for accurate information. There's lots of groups out there, but it's the official Life Pro VIP group. They're running it. They're giving you the access to the videos, informational stuff about new upcoming products that you're going to know about before anybody else is going to. So make sure that you seek out that group on Facebook and become a part of the awesome community. And for those of you that might have questions, deals are on with Amazon. So Amazon days are today and tomorrow. And with Life Pro, I can't stress enough, deals are on all week. Make sure that you're looking at both places, but don't wait too long. And I don't want to do the hard push, but as supplies last. So if you've been looking at something for a while, the deals don't get much better than they have in the last day or two. Compare with all the links that I've put in the front. And if anybody wants to brag about their Life Pro products, or some of you have been indecisive as far as what should I get, what shouldn't I get. Terry says she loves having the mini and the Rumblex. That's awesome. That's a perfect example. I have lots and lots of vibration plates, and it right up to medical grade that I've spent 5 figures on. And again, there's never the perfect tool for every application. So for those of you that are using your vibration plates, or maybe it's your massage gun, sometimes it makes sense to have the backup tool, especially if you're traveling, a more compact, portable version. Maybe you've had an injury and you're using it more frequently for a recovery situation, or you're managing symptoms. So there's all kinds of different reasons that a machine suits the purpose, and it's not always the most expensive, or it's not always the most compact. You really got to understand not only what you're planning on doing with it, but be realistic about how you plan to progress. If you're not a big fitness guru right now and you're just looking to use it for neuropathy, you don't maybe need all the bells and whistles. But if if you're a gym goer now and you like to use weights, or you're using some of Life Pro's awesome, dumbbells or other fitness tools, and you want to incorporate it with the plate, I recommend considering something with a little bit more mass, a little bit more stability. As you challenge and progress yourself in your ability, you're going to want a machine that complements that with some variety and weight capacity. If you can absolutely add weights to your vibration plate routine. That's one of the main reasons Life Pro provides them for you. But make sure that your machine has substantial capacity to do that. So any questions out there besides Terry? Thank you for that comment. And I do love the mini. It's kind of, I kind of jump between the mini and the 4D, and I like the 4D because I like doing wide stances. I like doing all kinds of walking and moving around, and sometimes a smaller machine can be a little bit more tippy and destabilizing. I'm 5'10", and I do add weights, or the kettlebell combo set that Life Pro offers. There's all kinds of ways you can ramp up your workout without necessarily having to learn a whole bunch of new moves and exercises. So again, the deals are on this week with Life Pro. Any questions for me specifically, never hesitate to tag me at Debby with a Y. If you do have any questions and you are in the VIP group, lots of great ways to confirm things there, or certainly tag me directly if it's training related or related to some of the things I mentioned today. Again, there's deals on both sides of the fence, so make sure, especially if you're in the US, you're comparing Amazon and Life Pro directly to see, not all items are going to be everywhere at this point because inventory is flying off the shelves. So thank you for joining me. Don't work too hard. Have a great rest of your week. And for those of you coming up in Canada this weekend, it's Thanksgiving pretty soon. And I look forward to seeing you on, I believe it's Tuesday next week, for another workout, and I will see you then. Prime deals are on. You guys go shopping, have fun, and have a great rest of your week. Thank you for joining me today.